going to be launching a tasty pastry. It's a low-carb Pop-Tart. It's got 3 to 4 grams of net carbs, and we love this show. This is our best place to be in LA.
Welcome back to Legendary Foods Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Friday, November 5th, 2021. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Ladies and gentlemen, if you wake up this morning and say to yourself, Ladies and gentlemen, if you woke up this morning and said to yourself, man, I really hope Dave does a preview of the Prague show on Muscle in the Morning today, well, this is your lucky day because it's happening right now, starting with this brand new sneak peek from Rafael Brandao. As we know, this will be Rafa's season debut, and given the depth that we're going to have in this lineup, it almost feels like a trial by fire situation. But if he can hold his own and hang in there with some of the other monsters that we're going to see on stage, it'll set the tone for whatever he's got lined up next. Right before we started the show today, I had to Google whether or not persistence was a virtue because I wasn't entirely sure and I didn't want to say something, well, dumb. And according to Google, well, it is, which makes me feel like I can say that persistence as a virtue might pay off in spades this weekend for Samson Dauda if everything goes according to plan. For the better part of the last month, Samson's been placing second or third at different shows every weekend. But for one reason or another, he just hasn't quite been able to get over the hump. But if somehow, some way, he can manage to pull it all off this weekend, it'll make all the ups and downs seem like they were well worth the wait. I'm leading off this segment with a question, which is, do we think we're finally going to get the version of Roelly Winklaar that we've all been waiting for this weekend? There was some controversy about his second place finish at the Yamamoto Pro a few weeks back, and then he came out and made that statement about promising to be better not too long after. And now here we are less than 24 hours away from his next opportunity to make good on his word. To say that this has been a roller coaster season for Roelly would be an understatement. But even with that, if he can pull off a win this weekend and right the ship, I think all that goes away. Bodybuilding really is a what have you done for me lately sort of thing. And if the last thing you did was win, that'll be the last thing that sticks in people's memories. Considering how incredible he looked at his win at the KO Pro last weekend, I don't know if we can call Regan Grimes a dark horse contender here, but he definitely feels like a little shadowy. All things considered, with Regan coming off the biggest win of his career, he's carrying more momentum into Prague than everyone else who's not named Nathan Diasha. Regan's improved so much over the last 3 or 4 weeks since the Olympia that it's almost hard to wrap your head around it. Everything is better across the board. His conditioning, his separation, his fullness, he's firing on all cylinders. And since he's already coming in with a full head of steam, what's to say that he doesn't keep the momentum going and roll right through? And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.